Hi there, Mormon Truther here, and I'm just feeling so fabulous, and today I would like to address the LDS's new policy concerning homosexuality, and LDS as in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, to whom my fabulous self is a member. And I just dropped my drink, and it's okay, because I'm just so fabulous, everything's beautiful. But the church's policy concerning homosexuality. People who are homosexuals can in fact be members of the church, but they cannot actively participate in priesthood and stuff like that, because it is still technically a sin. They are allowed to have these thoughts and feelings, but it is a sin to act on them. However, it is no longer viewed as adultery to participate in gay marriage as per gay rights legislation within the United States, which is just totally fabulous. Nobody wants to be discriminated against or hated on, but many people don't see it that way. Unfortunately, people still see that there is discrimination, and they will also say that we are denying biblical truth. First, denying biblical truth in that the Bible says that it is in fact a sin, so we are changing the rules to fit the changing times, and we are just being conformists and blah blah blah. And the biggest issue is they're saying that we are moving backwards as a society, or staying in the Stone Ages of all places, and insinuating that we are not being equal and fair to everyone, because the church has a policy that says if a child is a member of a gay home, then they cannot become members of the church until they are 18 or older, and can make the choice of where they stand from a neutral, unbiased position, because they don't want to pit the investigator against their family, which, in a sense, is more than fair. You don't want to pit a child against their mother or father or their respective lovers. It's just not fair. It's not right to disrupt the family unit, regardless of how the family unit is structured. The church is very pro-family, and they do not want to interfere with the family on any level whatsoever. So they would rather people wait to investigate and join the church until they are 18 and can make the unbiased choice themselves without it being an issue between a minor and the parental figures. Now, as far as us staying in the Stone Age, I don't think that's so much the case here. But many people don't see it that way. They see it as equal rights issues, discrimination, hatred, society moving backwards. Just so many issues. And then pro-religion will say that we are moving backwards, we are becoming way too accepting and not sticking to biblical principles, but changing them to suit our needs for government and tax purposes, which is absolutely bogus. You know, the law still stands. It is a sin. I do not act on it because I'm not gay. I just felt like being a wise guy about it. But in all actuality, if you're going to have religious standards, you're going to have religious standards. But at the same time, you have to be socially accepting of people. And where the line is drawn here is the church is accepting of these people. They will not discriminate against them. They will not pursue disciplinary action as per their human rights, and not wishing to violate those human rights. But they also maintain their standpoint in the church, where these people can attend service and whatnot, but that's about the limit of it. They can't participate in temple ordinances or hold the priesthood or any of that, because they are, in a sense, living in sin. But that does not mean that they cannot participate in church activities and public church functions, such as Sunday service, institute, family home meeting, or what have you. So, it's just maintaining that fine line between law and godliness. And I say godliness as in man's law versus God's law, which is probably the better terminology to use here. You got to have that balance, okay? You can't live in a country that has equal rights and professes equal rights without honoring those equal rights of the equal rights of everyone. People have a right to worship how and what they will, as per a religious standpoint. But on the flip side, everybody has the right to their own sexual orientation and what have you. And to pit one against the other is not fair. Both rights have to be respected. And that's what's trying to be done here. So if you got a problem with that, I guess all I can say is too bad. That's the way it is. People's rights have to be respected, as does God's law have to be respected. So, it is what it is. Till next time, take care.